Hi there and good morning. It is our second Monday of lockdown. How very exciting, eh? So here we are. And I am super excited to be back with the morning sales step up. And we're back to our normal format today. So it's just me. I'm on my own. And of course, Pirate Pete will be keeping us to time. So is he? I can't get him in frame. He's not quite in frame. He's there. He's still with us though. That's the important thing. So a big giant welcome today, and I can see the few people joining me already, which is brilliant. Congratulations, you are here. 9 o'clock on a Monday morning. What a way to start the week, I'll tell you what. So if you are here, give me a wave, say hello. Just because if you don't say hello, then I can't see you technically. So I have to go between two different thingamybums. So if you haven't joined me before, the morning sales step up, I am running all the way across lockdown Mark 2 here in the UK every morning at 9. You can join me live for just about 10 minutes where I'm going to be talking all things sales. And in fact, this morning, I'm talking about referrals, which is a really important thing for anyone in sales. If you don't know me, my name is Victoria Fleming, and I am a sales trainer and consultant. I'm super excited to see you all here today. So let's get straight to it. Oh, here we go. Alison coming on there. Lovely. Oh, Stanley. Not seen you for forever. Lovely to see you. Yeah, good way to energize and start the day. Absolutely. Okay, so I want to start by talking about how to ask for referrals. And I think the referrals are super important. They're super important if you're building your sales. They're also really important, I think, in this day and age as well. There's quite often people looking for new roles or new opportunities. And this is also a brilliant way to do that. So let's put our time on the clock. Pirate Pete is going to keep us to time. It's 10 sharp minutes, remember. We're not going to spend longer than that because we've got work to do. So here we go. So the first thing that I want to talk about is why it's really important. Well, the thing with referrals, why it's so important is because it is validation and it's social proof that you're great at what you do. And that's a really important way to actually build your credibility and to fast track your sales process. So referrals are really important because they allow you to fast track. They allow you to meet new people, and they allow you to lead on social proof, which is super important because, as we all know, in this day and age, be it an Amazon review or TripAdvisor or anything like that, then actually it's it's a warmer opportunity than starting from scratch. So everyone wants a referral, everyone wants social proof. Oh, and hi, Bryn. Oh my goodness, the gin man. Oh, I bet you're doing well at the moment. We're all drinking quite a lot, aren't we? Okay, so it's really important that we ask for referrals because it's going to get us a better quality of opportunity than us going out there cold and just trying to find something useful to ourselves. And of course, the people that we can ask for, there's a whole range of people. And I think sometimes we get really stuck in the rut that we can only ask our customers. All right, well, actually, you've got more options than that. I think there's a whole list of people that you can ask. You can ask your customers. You can ask ex-customers. You can ask people you used to work with. You can ask people who you've worked with in a previous life. You can ask friends. You can ask family. You can ask anybody who really knows you and understands what you do. So you need to ensure that anyone who you do ask really gets what it is that you're actually offering. So that's quite a biggie. Once you decide on who it is you want to ask, then you want to then think about who you want to ask for an introduction to. Now, this is equally important, and it might decide about who you go to actually get that referral. I always think that the more specific that you can be, the easier it is. It's so much easier to go up to someone and say, do you know anybody who works at da 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 da? Or I see on LinkedIn that you're connected with da 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 da. It's a great way of being very specific, and that's helpful for people because if you just go up to people and say, hi, can you give me a referral? People are like, yeah. Can't really think of anyone right now. I'll get back to you on that. You know, people are not going to spend a lot of time thinking about this. The more specific you can get. Do you know someone who works here? Do you know this person? Do you know anybody who does ABC? The more specific that you can be, the easier it is. And remember, you don't want loads. You only want one, maybe two good quality referrals to actually make a real difference to your sales results. So that's the next thing to think about. Think about who you want an introduction to. And depending on who it is, then you might go with somebody different. I mean, obviously, if I wanted someone in the brewing world, I would go to Bryn because he's Bryn the Gin Man. So, so straight away, think about who is the most appropriate person for the referral that you're looking for. So the next thing to think about is when you're going to ask. And this is sometimes where people sort of like either rush it or they wait too long. So what you don't want to do is start work with someone and after 3.5 seconds go straight in for a referral or an introduction, because quite often they might not have actually worked with you long enough to feel comfortable with making the kind of introduction that you're looking for, which is really warm and really singing your praises in a huge way. So it might not be straight away. A great time to ask is when you've just had a win. So if you just had a project win, that's a brilliant time to ask. It's also a great time to ask coming up towards the end of a contract. Hi, Sam. Goodness, everyone's here today. Are you all asking for referrals already? Let me know in the comments. Are you already doing this? Are you already asking for referrals? And if not, why not? So the other thing about this is that you want to think about, okay, so it's the end of the contract, now might be a good time. It could also be a good time to ask if you've just had a brilliant win. There's a lovely way that you can introduce that there saying, look, we've done so well with XYZ. I've really enjoyed this piece of work and I'd love to do more with it. Who else do you know who is involved with X, Y, and Z? Or I know that you know A, B, and C, and they're already doing this sort of thing, which I feel I could really support them with. Can you make it an introduction for me? So really think about, can you capitalize on any wins that you've had? That's a really good way to do it. And equally, if you've had any good social media or press or anything, that's again a good time to go and leverage off the back of. So choose your time. Make sure that they know you, they understand you, and that they know who you want a referral to. Now, this brings me to my next point. And my next point is, I think you should ask for referrals. I know, we've already been here 8 minutes and you're like, hang on a minute, I thought this was all about referrals. Why are you telling me not to ask for referrals? Okay, the reason that I don't think we should ask for referrals is because I think that you should instead ask for an introduction. And this might seem like really self-evident, but if you're asking for a referral, quite often people might go, oh yeah, absolutely. You can speak to A, B, C, D, E people, just tell them I sent you. Okay, that's not really what we want here. Okay, that might be helpful, but probably those people are going to go, oh, right, yeah, yeah, not for the moment. Yeah, why? It's not really got any weight behind it. What you really want to do is you want to get weight behind it. You want to get it so that the person you're getting that referral into feels that they have to speak to you. Here we go, Bryn. I'm very friendly and easy to make contact with. Discuss our handcrafted German gin. You're getting the sales plugs in there this morning, aren't you? Okay, so you want a heavyweight referral. And if you want a heavyweight referral to me, what that means is don't ask for a referral. Ask for an introduction. Now, this might seem like a small change, but the difference between an introduction is when you say to someone, Bob, this is Fred. Fred does X, Y, and Z. Fred, this is Bob. He does X, Y, and Z. I thought it would be good for you to talk because that is what we're looking for. And that is an introduction rather than, I always think this is like the difference between, if you're at a dinner party or something, that's a proper introduction to somebody. The other way that you get this is you say, oh yeah, and that's Fred over there, across a crowded room. It's not helpful. It's not helpful. So don't ask for a referral, ask for an introduction. Straight away, it's setting you up for something a little bit different. And then be really clear about how you want that to happen. So it could be that you can say, it'd be great if you could send an email, maybe to both of us introducing us. If it would help, I can give you a little bit of blurb about me that might be useful to share. So you can make it really easy for the person you're talking to make that introduction. I think that the other thing that you can do is, especially, in the new world, when we're allowed to go face to face again, it's amazing if you're going to be going to an event with somebody and you can say, look, it'd be amazing, such and such as that. I love an introduction to them. And they can actually do that warm face-to-face introduction, which is like even better if we're honest, isn't it? So the key is we want a two-way introduction, and we want an introduction that is showing the reason why your client or your family friend or the person who you used to work with, whatever it might be, thinks that this is a good idea. Because remember, they're the linchpin here. It's really about like, why do they think that this is actually important? So make sure that you can do that. One of the things that I've done in the past to make this easy for people is I've actually created a little template on email, and I actually quite say, look, to make this really simple. Oh, that was Pirate Pete. That was our 10 minutes. I'm still talking. Unsurprising, really. The other thing that you can do that's really helpful is you can create a template for people, an email template with like an example of the kind of thing. You can say, look, I know it's always really hard coming up with something to say though, isn't it? Yeah, it's really hard coming up with something. I'll send you my little template, and that's already got my details on and some information. So you can just use that. That might be easier for you. And people will generally go, oh yeah, that'll be great. And that's really good, because then that means that actually you can write why you think it's a great idea that they're making this introduction, which is amazing. Yeah, Bryn, personal touch is always better, because actually that's what this is about. It's about relationships. It's about social proof. It's about real reason behind why you're making this introduction. Why do you think it's a good idea? And the last point, even though we're out of time, and Pirate Pete's going to be very grumpy with me, is to remember to say thank you, whether that introduction goes somewhere or whether it doesn't. The person that you've been speaking to has already made the effort for you. It's your, sort of challenge to take that further. So whether that comes to business, whether it comes to a cup of tea, whether it comes to nothing, it's still always a great idea to go back and say thank you. And actually, I know that when people have referred business to me and that has turned into, something, then quite often I'll be quite keen to go back and say thank you with maybe a gift, just a little thank you, a bottle of wine or something. And it's just because really, they've taken that time and effort to support me in my business. But whether it comes to something or whether it doesn't, I think saying thank you is always a great idea, because it makes people want to do it again, So that is like literally all for today. I can't believe it's Monday morning. I think that this would be a great day to go and ask for some referrals. So whether that's for some new business, whether it's for an opportunity you're looking for, whether it is for someone new to stock your gin, Bryn, whatever it might be, I think today would be a fantastic day to do it. And I would love to hear how you get on. So let me know, drop your feedback in the comments or drop me a DM. In the meantime, that's all from me for today. I am back, of course, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And tomorrow morning, it's not Halloween, but tomorrow morning we're doing ghosting. That's right. What to do when you just don't hear from them anymore. Talk to the hand because the face ain't listening. That's that thing where you're always sending that message and then guess what? They just don't reply. You're just like, what am I going to do? And you chase them and you chase them and you chase them, just like that guy out of Pac-Man. So join me tomorrow. I'll be back here. I will be live. And thanks so much for coming there. Bryn, Sam, Stanley, Alison, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a fantastic day for the rest of the day. Happy selling.